Holy shit. It's already April 19th, 2014. I remember 14 years ago, Y2K was going to kill everybody. The computers were going to launch missiles because they were going to reset to 1900 when missiles didn't exist, and they weren't going to know that they were supposed to not be there, and they were going to launch themselves, and the world was going to end. And then guess what? Nothing happened. Not a fucking thing. It's hilarious. Anyways, it's April 19th, 2014. This is episode 7 of the Random Cast. And, yeah. Let's get this shit started. So I had some crazy shit happen this week. I had, let's start this story from the beginning. It was Wednesday. I was in bed, 10 o'clock. I wake up at 5 in the morning now to go get ready for work and go to work. It was 10. I just got in bed. I was just falling asleep, and then the doorbell rings. I was like, oh, 2 roommates are home. Someone will get it. Doorbell rings again and again. It took like a minute. So I was like, fuck, okay. I crawled out of bed, went to answer the door, and it was my roommate's ex-girlfriend coming, inquiring about some cookbooks that were left when she moved out in like September or something like that, whenever it was that she moved out. I'm like, he's upstairs, he's in the shower. He has like a master bedroom with bathroom in it, and his door was locked, so I was like, I could hear the shower running, so I was like, okay, he's in the shower, his door's locked, you're gonna have to wait. So I close the door, go back upstairs, wait like 5 minutes. Doorbell starts ringing. Like, okay. And her drunk ass biker piece of shit white trash dad was standing out there. And he was like, where's that motherfucker? I don't want to talk to him. He's got shit. He's got our cookbooks or whatever. I'm like, okay, man. He's in the shower still. I told you when he's done, he's going to come down. And he tried to like push the door open and like force his way inside, but his daughter, who was there, and some other random guy, some big fat fucker, pulled him, and I was like, nah, dude, you're not getting in. He's coming down. Just wait. So close the door, lock it, wait like another minute. Roommate comes down, and he answers the door, and this dude's like getting belligerent with him. He's like, you motherfucker, I'm gonna beat your ass and all this stuff, and just like fucking piece of shit biker white trash drunk motherfucker, right? Clearly we didn't watch the episode of Sons of Anarchy where the cookbooks went missing and someone was murdered because of it, but he did, and he was influenced by that episode clearly. But what happened is my roommate's got like a billy club next to the front door, and he had the billy club in his hand when he answered, and you couldn't see it from where the people outside were standing because he had it behind the door in his hand. And this guy's getting belligerent with him. He's like, come on, motherfucker, I'm gonna beat your ass. Now, he comes onto this property wanting to beat someone's ass over some cookbooks that were left a long time ago, and yeah. So what happens next is Charles swings the door open wide, and he's like, come on, dude. Come on in. Or not come on in, but he's basically like, come on, motherfucker. If you can do something, do it. Because he had the billy club in his hand. And he would have beaten the shit out of him. What happens next? This guy, this white peach trash biker shit alcoholic, fucking pulls out a pistol, cocks it, points it at his face. My roommate fucking kicks the door shut. And, I guess it kind of hits the guy and like makes him move back, and then he forced the door shut and locked it. This guy starts fucking kicking on the door, and yeah, they fucking ran off like a bunch of pussies and fucking sped away in a car. Now, I can't keep my own. Okay, back up. This guy, he's been here before trying to get shit from his daughters, who's a dumbass, like 21-year-old fucking idiot, moron girl. She's fucking stupid as shit and like a fucking user not, I wouldn't say gold digger, but she can't fucking do anything for herself. She's just so fucking like, what do you call it? Not self-reliant, I guess. So anyways, this dude has come before with her trying to cause shit, and he's always drunk. He's always trying to, he's a little guy too. He's probably like 5'5" or something like that, and skinny and like just tiny. He's always, or every time I've seen him, which has been twice before, he's come for the same thing. One time he came with the cops to get some shit that's not even here or isn't even that chick's, and my roommate was like, "Look, dude, get a warrant. If you get a warrant, yeah, you can come in. Otherwise, you're not coming in." The cops were there, and he's like, "Oh, you got a point, or he's got a point, we can't let you in just because you say there's stuff there." It's like, yeah, go get a warrant. Clearly, they haven't got a warrant because there's nothing here. There's nothing of theirs here. These people are fucking idiot. They're psychotic fucking idiots. Yeah. So this dude pulls a gun. Unfortunately for me, I didn't actually see the pistol. I mean, not unfortunately, but I didn't see it, but I heard click, click, like a real fast double click, like a pistol. I own guns. I shoot guns all the time. And I know the sound of a cocking gun. Anyway, so these pussies fucking speed off and shit. And what I'm getting at, sort of, is I can't keep pistols or guns in the house because my roommate has a prior criminal history, non-violent. And yeah, so he's not allowed to keep him in the house. And since he can't keep him in the house, I'm not allowed to keep him in here because I live with him. Now, I own several, but I have to keep him at my brother-in-law and sister's house. And yeah, so it sucks. Otherwise, I knew this guy was violent. When I saw him at the door, if I could keep a gun here, I would have had it on me, and he probably would have been shot. I mean, man, people are so dumb. Now, this fucking dumbass has probably a warrant. I don't know if he's been arrested yet or not, but he's gonna get charged with deadly assault, or assault with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, all over some fucking alleged cookbooks. Yeah. So yeah, that was my Wednesday night, and I had to stay up till midnight filling out a police report and all this shit as a witness because I saw everything, except I didn't actually see the gun, but I heard it and know it was there. It was totally there. And yeah. That happened Wednesday. Yeah. So, if you can relate to that story, I totally understand. Speaking of alcohol, though, I don't really drink much anymore at all. Like, I don't even have one after work or anything. Like, so I decided to go out last night to this bar that I had been to a million times before. It's down the street. And they remodeled everything like crazy. It looks like a totally different bar. And nobody was there. Like, it was fucking Friday night. There was like nobody there. I was there till 1, hanging out with the guy who does the DJ booth or whatever. I've known him since I was a little kid. And there was nobody there. So, since me not drinking very much at all, like, I over like the course of like 3 hours hanging out with this dude, talking to him or whatever, I had 4 beers, right? 4 beers. Now, it didn't really get me drunk, but fuck, dude, I feel like shit. I feel like I drank like a fucking bottle of Jack last night and got in a car wreck or something. I just, man, I have a headache. Could probably use some BC powder. No, that probably has acetaminophen. By the way, acetaminophen will destroy your fucking liver. If you don't know that, now you do. It will cause your liver to shut down over time. So I highly suggest you don't use Tylenol or anything like that. Just, if anything, ibuprofen, it's okay. And I'm sure you're very aware. Oh, excuse me. It's early. Oh, not really early. It's like 10 in the morning. That's like midday for me usually. Yeah, pharmaceutical companies. I'm going to go into this rant. Pharmaceutical companies design these drugs more times than not, they're not passed by the FDA, and then they do like a fast track study, and they're like, oh look, these rats weren't harmed because we gave it to them once. Okay, cool. FDA approves it, and then as you've seen on TV, I'm sure. Like, I will reiterate, I haven't had TV in almost 8 years. Or, yeah, 8 years now. Fuck. I haven't had TV in 8 years. But I do remember those commercials, and I know they still do run. Have you taken this drug? If so, call the lawyers at so-and-so dickhead fucking law firm, and we'll get you $5 out of $1 million settlement with 500,000 other people. So actually, you'll get $1. But yeah, pharmaceutical companies sign these drugs, get them passed through the FDA, and they just fucking harm people, man. The only thing I'll take is maybe some sinus medicine if my sinuses are really bad, or I'll take some ibuprofen if I've got like a migraine. Other than that, fucking nothing, man. Just vitamins. Awesome vitamins, some nascent iodine for the thyroid, keep all the halogens out of there, you know. But these pharmaceutical companies, is my belief over years of study, and I mean years, like 7-8 years, that these companies have nobody's health in mind, and what they have in mind obviously is number one, money, and number two, I believe they are trying to slow kill people, basically decreasing the population through eugenics. Of course, they can't take people out like the Nazis did and, you know, just burn them in gas chambers and stuff. But they can slowly kill them and give them cancers and liver failure and all kinds of awesome, you know, ways to die slowly. So, you eugenicists who push all this shit, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. I hope your kids forget how to read. In the words of Hannibal Buress. Very funny man. Yeah. So, man, I mean, it's people think I'm like a nut, but I've done so much study and research over like the last 8 years. I've actually learned way more not going to college than I would have learned in any college. I may have learned something like some kind of special algebra, or maybe economics, like Keynesian economics, how they teach, which I don't know if you know this or aware of this, but our government uses Keynesian economics, and they don't seem to be faring that well right now, do they? No, they don't. So, anyways, it is my belief that they want to decrease the population and, you know, kill people off. Because if you really look into it, I mean, they talk about like the 1%. And if you look at an actual chart of the 1%, you'll see stacks of money. Okay, say stacks of money are dimes, right? So the stack of dimes that we get here in the lower middle class, I don't even know if I'm considered middle class. I make like $35,000 a year. I don't even think that's a lot nowadays due to inflation. So let's see. If you stack nickels or dimes, I mean, middle class, it would be like 2 dimes stacked. The 1%, and you would think it's like the higher up in the class and like how rich you are, it would be like a gradual ascent. No, it's not. It's like very, very small, like 2 stacks of double stack of dimes for the middle class, and then you have like 20 dimes for like the upper or the higher class, and then that 1%, that small 1% that fucking owns and runs everything, their stack of dimes is like 1,000 times more. So they have like 2,000 dimes to our 2 dimes, which in monetary value, that doesn't sound like a lot. But if you just look at how big of a stack it is compared to the other stack, I mean, it's staggering. You take those 2 dimes, that equals, you know, I would say 50 to 60, maybe $100,000 for the middle class household family. Lower middle class, actually. And then you see that 1%, they make so much money. It's ridiculous. It's an oligarchy. It's what it is. The upper percentage runs and owns everything. Federal Reserve Bank that prints our money, runs all the pharmaceutical companies and owns them, owns the insurance company. So go figure. Runs everything, man. All the banks, all that. It's an oligarchy, and it's scary shit. And I can't wait for it to just fucking come tumbling down, because I will be happy as a clam. I don't even know if clams are happy. Can anyone tell me if you know clams are happy? Please put it in the comment section, because I don't know if they're happy or not. Although I do know they can live a very long time, hundreds of years, in fact. Look it up. Do your research on clams. Yes, those clams in the ocean clams. They're there for your studying, young Skywalker. Had a good weekend this past weekend. A week ago. I was in Austin. I love Austin so much. I lived there for quite a few years. Well, like 4 years, I think. I love that place, man. My best friends live there. I have another best friend that lives up in Lubbock. My best buds. But yeah, my other best friends, they all live up in Austin. And I visit them as much as I can. And, we go and play music and stuff. But this weekend was particularly fun. Went and saw Eagle Claw. Awesome rock instrument, or like a metal instrumental band. They're fucking badass. Check them out, Eagle Claw. You can find them on Pandora and YouTube. And we're hanging out with Matt, one of the guitarists. And me and my buddy Mason were just hanging out there at the bar with Matt after the show. And fucking Kyle from The Sword, the guitarist from The Sword, I saw him walking around. I was like, oh, there's Kyle from The Sword, sweet. He's apparently friends with Matt, the guitarist in Eagle Claw, because The Sword is also from Austin. They've been a band for, I think, 10 years now. They've been doing pretty good, This dude walks up, talking to Matt while we're at the bar, and he just, buys me, Mason, and Matt shots. He's like, hey, you guys want shots? You want shots? I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Do some shots with you. Fucking cheers. Slam it on the table, drink it. It was cool, man. After that, almost got a fight with a fucking idiot. I don't know if you've been to Austin lately or ever. But downtown is very hectic. And we weren't even downtown. We were on the side of downtown. We needed to get on to 35 to go north. We're going to go to some party or something. Well, these fucking idiots don't know how to read a do not cross or do not walk on the crosswalk. And they'll fucking cross the service road of the interstate like a fucking idiot. And this one guy was walking with these two fucking slutty looking whores across the street, just sauntering, not even fucking walking, just yes, we're gonna take our time. Anyways, we're fucking trying to turn. There's cars behind us and lights turning yellow and everything, just fucking causing a mess. And I had my window over there. It's learn to read the fucking sign, you goddamn idiot. So this guy's fucking come on, bitch. And my friend, I guess, who was driving didn't notice that I was yelling at this guy, even though I was sitting right next to him. We were pretty drunk, I guess. And he pulls into the gas station right there where they're trying to walk, and this fucking guy, I wasn't worried because, number one, Mason, who you were introduced to on the last episode, is a black belt in Taekwondo, or he's actually nearly a black belt. He's working on his black belt. He's a fucking badass Taekwondo artiste. He was in the back. I wasn't worried. And I can handle myself in a fight, maybe I'm no Taekwondo, but I can definitely throw down. Anyways, so almost got a fight there. And then we went to some party and sang about cats with the ukulele with some hippies. And then, what happened after that? Oh yeah, I passed out in the car. And then woke up at my friend Mason's house in the parking lot, or in the driveway. My friend Aaron, he's like, hey, we're here. And I don't know how, dude, I pass out in cars all the time. So easy. Just fucking snap, I'm passed out. But when we arrive wherever we're getting, it's like snap again, and I'm like fully awake and aware. I'm like, oh, okay, hey, later, man. Close the door, fucking walk aside, pass out again. It's fun times. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get back up there, do some podcasts with my buddies. There's a couple people where I live here that I can do some podcasting with. Maybe have some interesting dialogue going on. I know this episode's not exactly stimulating to the brain, but just venting, I guess. I mean, shit happens, man, all the time. Oh, and good news, I got my taxes done. Got $630, even though they took out a bunch because I took out like a 401k and shit. I got the money in the bank, and I got most of my computer paid off, which is awesome. Because I had one computer. I own a Mac now. I had a Mac in 2007. 2007, that Mac died. So I haven't had a computer in 7 years. Yeah, amazing, right? Oh, how do you live without a computer? It's not that hard. You really don't do much with a computer if you think about it, other than maybe some documents if you need to, and then watch fucking cat videos for 10 hours. But I actually wish you do have a computer so you can listen to this and not have to wait for all this shit to load on your mobile telephone or boner. What the fuck was I just getting at? Wow, this happens to me a lot. I take a lot of vitamins and stay pretty healthy. I mean, I don't work out, but I stay pretty healthy. And I feel good a lot. But oh my god, my memory is just terrible. It's like I'm a fucking goldfish. Like, huh? What just happened? Yeah. Oh, look, flaky food. Oh yeah, podcasting. Oh, computer, right? Ha. Well, I almost got this computer. This is the first computer I've had in 7 years, and cost pretty good amount because it's a Mac and everything. I got it almost paid off. I owe $200 on this Mac, and I have a 1.5 years interest free on it. Fuck yeah, thank you, Best Buy. Also, that was my first credit card thing ever. Oh no, you know what? That was my second. Technically, I guess. I'm 26. When I got my second motorcycle through Yamaha. Yamaha does it weird to where, like, the financing is actually like a type of credit card instead of it's through like a credit card through like Citibank or something like that. I can't remember. Anyways, yeah. That was like technically my first credit card, and then I get a Best Buy card, and they approved me for like a shitload of money. I was like, fuck, man. I mean, luckily I'm not an idiot, and I'm not an impulsive buyer, and I went in there knowing exactly what I wanted, and I got what I wanted, and I left, and now it's almost paid off. And that's the way you do it, America. You do not run up your cards like fucktards. Jesus Christ. That's something I need to talk about right now. People and their credit cards. Okay. If you get approved for a credit card for, say, I don't know, probably like people in their like young 20s or whatever, they'll probably get approved for like $1,000 on like a Discovery card or whatever. These people don't read the fine print. They're like, oh, well, it's, I get to, ring up $1,000 and I can just pay it back slowly over the months. Well, here's the thing. You have monthly fees, you have your interest, you have yearly fees, you have maintenance fees, you have a lot of stuff. Mostly the interest. The people don't read the interest, and it's probably more times than not, it's from like 20 to 30% for these younger kids. Holy fuck, dude! If you think about it, $1,000, okay, $1,000. And then you have, say, 20%, right? So, say you ring up that full $1,000, and now you're gonna owe $1,200. But, oh man, I had like so many bills this month, I couldn't make my payment, I'm a month behind. Well, they tack on another 20% for that month, and then, if you miss this, and they'll tack on, and then they'll give you a fucking fee for being late. It's all kinds of shit they don't realize, and then that's how people get into debt. they don't plan on paying the shit back. Like, the reason I've never had credit cards for the most part is because I've always believed in having the money for whatever it is you want to buy, except for maybe a vehicle or a house. Or maybe like an RV, which is technically a house. It's considered a domicile, if you have watched Breaking Bad. This is my domicile, bitch. Yeah. So, these dumbasses just don't understand that if you don't have the money, don't fucking buy it. Don't finance it. So dumb, especially for little shit. It's like, oh, I got a credit card. Well, I need, like, we have like a bridal shower coming up, so I'm going to spend like $50 on these glasses and stuff for that. And, oh, I have this, so I'm only going to spend $10 here. It's like, don't use it. Just unless you have like a major thing that you're planning on purchasing and paying back. That's what I did. I had this computer in mind and some other stuff to go along with it, bought it all together, and I think I did that like 3 weeks ago. And I've already almost paid it off. That's how you fucking do it. Financial advice of the week. Yes, sir. That'll teach you to be financially sound. This podcast sucks today. Sorry, guys, if you're listening to this, and if you've actually made it to this point at 26 minutes and 24 seconds in. Yeah. It's a boring podcast today. But you know what? It's okay. I'll make a better one next time. See you bitches on the other side. Episode 8. On episode 8. This is episode 7. Closing out. This is the Random Cast. And I am Will Romero. Bye. Bitches.